Hello. No, honestly, let's just hope it works. Look, you're uploading this, okay? Sorry, the sun is but mm, sorry, the sun is. Yeah, it's this is better. Okay. You're uploading this. Me, as in, as in me, which is entirely my problem and not yours. Uh, so I've recently watched Mad Men. I'm just gonna read sort of what I'm thinking about stuff. Uh, yeah, I've watched Mad Men, and by watched I mean 9 episodes. There's there's just nothing for me to look forward to in the future of the show. Okay, the actors are doing a great job. The sets look good. The cinematography is nice. The dialogue is really good too. It just it's just not going anywhere, is it? I don't know what it. I've watched 9 episodes, and I don't know what the show is about. It might just be generally about the people in the office there. But Mad Men, if you didn't know, there's like Don Draper. He works at a marketing firm, and that's also kind of my first point. It cannot be about the marketing firm in general because so much of these 9 episodes has been really about Don Draper. So it has to be more about him, but is it just generally about Don Draper? Okay, but what's so special about that? What? Sure, he's kind of interesting, but no underlying theme? Nothing? Just what he does in his day? Do I need to see that? There's. Like, the marketing plays such a big role in the show because that's his job, that's the job of 50% of the characters there. And I just. Why don't they do anything with that? You know, with marketing playing such a pivotal role, you could have easily went for the near impossible task of living life through someone else's eyes as a theme. And I think the first 2 or 3 episodes do that really well. Where it's like, what do women want? What do other people want? What are people in general like? But then it just kind of loses it. And then it goes off to do something else. The secondary plot lines are created and then completely forgotten about or resolved prematurely. They also don't tie in with anything else. There is what the secretary, played by Elizabeth Moss, gets in with what's his name, Paul Campbell, played by Eric Kartheiser. I'm going off of memory. I'm sorry if I did made any mistakes. Uh, the they have like a fling, but he's married, or gets married then, and that was like in 2 episodes, and after that he's only really given her a nice look, good talk to her. It feels like such a playing. It feels like it's playing such a minor role that is not connected to anything else that's happening, and it's just there to pad out the runtime. Things are just happening. Okay, that's it. The characters, they don't have no real goal that, or at least not any goals that are relevant again and again that play into what's happening. There's no concrete story. There's just events in the life of days of the people of the Sterling Cooper Marketing Company in the 1950s. Can you tell that I'm not happy about this? This is, I don't know, this is weird. Oh yeah, we don't. I put that down. There aren't even any obstacles most of the time. Almost anything could happen in the next episode. That's for sure because they're not too well connected. But anything within reason is open for happening. If somebody dies in a car crash next episode, I wouldn't be that surprised. I'd only be surprised for it being the first death and proper exit out of the show that it would have been, but and also weird because it's episode 10. The point is that I can't tell where this is going because it's not that well connected. It's just a lot of some things, and apparently those some things, the spaghetti at the wall stuck, but nobody ever bothered to look at whether or not it makes sense. You don't really have many cliffhangers, and yeah, I guess you could watch those 9 episodes in about any order, right? There are parts of it that are still connected with each other. It's just not that they're... It's just they're not connected with the other parts, but they are connected with the episodes. Over multiple episodes, I mean. Okay, let's get into Don Draper. Maybe I should stick to the notes a bit more from rambling too much. Draper has his mysterious past. But it receives so little screen time that this cannot be the topic of the show. It's confined to its own little path, and it stays there, and it doesn't really interact with much of anything else. It's just, this is the secret backstory of his. Good. There's also the dilemma he has. He's approached by this other marketing firm, they promise him all this stuff, and now it's, does he stay with the old one, or does he move to the new marketing firm? And it's odd because we see the advances of the other guy, of the firm, we see him pondering about it, and then he just, or maybe we don't even see him pondering about it, but at some point he just kind of makes a decision. We have indications as to why this may be, but there's no real, we don't get to see the emotional struggle. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I might just be too stupid for this show. At other times I look at the screen and the story and feel validated in my opinion, because there really isn't that much there. Oh yeah, also Paul Campbell, the guy with the fling with the secretary that's played by Elizabeth Moss. Paul Campbell almost got fired for his behavior in one episode. They resolved that by the end of the episode in the sense that, okay, he didn't get fired, but he's not supposed to do that anymore. And while he never goes as extreme again, from then on he doesn't really change his behavior. It doesn't feel like he changed his behavior and actually listened. It feels like the opportunity to do the same thing again just hasn't come up yet. And it's not, I don't remember it being acknowledged at any point that he did almost get fired. It was a big deal. It was a whole episode. But now it's just gone. But I guess it's gone just as much as his goal, because at the start he kind of was established to be after Don Draper's job, the main character's job. That here, Paul Campbell, would like to be in Don Draper's position and making more creative decisions on how to approach marketing. And that's just That's gone. I'm sure Paul Campbell, had he known anything about the other firm approaching Don Draper, would have either loved Don Draper to go and maybe even try to encourage him, or tried to seize the opportunity for himself and get him to the other firm, get himself there. Though I guess getting himself to the other firm would mean eliminating him from the show, because the only reason for why he's in this show is because he works at the same company as Don Draper. Episode 9 had a kind of crazy ending. Minor spoilers, I guess, for exactly that. Draper's wife pulls out a fake gun and starts pretend shooting the birds of their neighbor, because their neighbor threatened to kill the dog of the Drapers. And I found the response great. I just know I won't go anywhere. The show has lost my trust. It's not going to be of relevance again, is it? It'll be all forgotten about in the next episode. The whole show is neither serialized nor is it episodic. You don't follow an intricate storyline, but you also don't fight the monster of the week, or problem of the week for that matter. Honestly, you don't even fight much of anything most of the time. Things are happening, then something else is happening, and that's it. There's not much struggle in the show, there's not much ambition, not much goals, no people really actively doing much. More of just things happening. As much as I wanted to like the show, it just doesn't offer me enough to warrant watching it. Like, there's enough other stuff out there that I love to see, and I think my time is just better spent elsewhere. Maybe somebody can help me with, oh, this is why it's good, and this is why it's good, look out for this, or no, don't worry, it only started winning its Emmys at season 2, because I know it won like 16 Emmys or something. The episode titles were genuinely one of the best things of the show. I almost can't believe it, how that's a genuine statement. Unless I don't somehow justify giving it a third chance, I won't be watching it. Sorry, I won't be watching episode 10 or beyond. So I don't know how to do this part. This is kind of the ending. I didn't mean to make this right now, but I think it might just be worth getting it out while it's fresh. Because otherwise, historically speaking, I know I'll just be sitting on it until I forget about it.